sake, 14 Earth years after the ratification of the Amexem-Empire Constitution, we got operational underway on the other side of the ocean. First in the Zanaga district with the first 60 households, and we built out from there. The way we have proceeded within the rigors of our Constitution, um, on the one side, it looks rapid. For me, it's a snail's pace. If we were doing things to my schedule, we'd be much further along. And what I mean by that is the things we're doing in North-Amexem, the things we're doing in the Alkebu-lan and the Ab.Zu, we would have already morphed throughout Central and South-Amexem and made our way into Cush-Harappa already. As far as I'm concerned, we're behind schedule. However, I am thankful and grateful for the progress that we have made thus far on our own terms. Because we're not allowed to borrow, we have to pay for things as we go. That has kind of been one of the limiting factors for us. And that's not a secret, that's well known. At the same time, there are other factors. They don't slow us down. However, they are there to be dealt with. And we have gone through learning curve situations as a result of these things that had to be dealt with. Not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. It's better to get through those things early, master them, and move on to mitigate them as we proceed. And we have been doing that. So, the beauty of how we do things within the Amexem-Moor-Empire, in my view, all these subcultures all across the planet that have been melded into the grand culture of the Amexem-Moor-Empire. So, all of us speaking multiple languages and dialects, whether it be Kiswahili or Sepedi or Sere or Sango or Guarani or Spanish or Moldavia, quote unquote Arabic, the Wolof or whatever it is that we're speaking, Tagalog. I'm not certain if the Amexem-Empire nationals in the Cebu-Cavite district actually speak Tagalog there. We might. The district governor has only spoken to me in English, so I'm not quite sure what language we actually speak in the island chain of the Cebu-Cavite district. I do know that what we're working to get accomplished saves lives and improves the quality of lives fairly and equitably. So we provide our kith and kindred across the planet the viable option. Participate in the foreign jurisdiction from the colonizing hostiles and their melanated puppets, which get you nowhere at fast, or give them back their trash and come with us. So now that they are preparing in foreign jurisdictions the digital handcuffs and the digital chains, those of our kith and kindred, the melanated heterosexuals that choose not to take on those digital chains and those digital handcuffs, we make it so they don't have to. The one requirement that we do have, I only ask for 15 minutes per day from all of you to study any information that we provide unto you. Do more than that. I only require 15 minutes. So at 24 standard Earth hours, you can find a quarter of an hour to study material that you have within your possession that we have provided you with. Mastering our material from the National's basic and advanced training regimens allows us to have a stronger discourse and international discourse. That gives us options, choices, and solutions for us to engage in independent industries, commerce, and trade, and make ourselves viable in the global marketplace. Having our brand names become known on multiple continents. That in and of itself helps to build legacies for those particular families that had that particular business, whatever it may be. And it's math. 200 million of us on this side of the ocean. in theory. 1.6 billion of us in the Alkebu-lan and the Ab.Zu in theory. Just over 1 billion of us in the Cush-Harappa. And out towards Cebu-Cavite Island chain and other areas we might get operational in what some call the Far East. Several hundred million more, all attached to a potential global common market for us. Even if all of them are not Amexem-Moor-Empire nationals, having access to do trade with all of them, and to do so honorably, right, and just, where fair exchange is definitely no robbery. That provides long-term stability. As I always say, it's never the what, it's always the how. How we proceed with particular things, it gives folks the impression. It lets folks know where we're coming from. When we do business with them, they do business with us. Spirit never lies. Spirit tells them straight out, this was a good experience, we can do more business. So it pays to be honorable. It pays for us to work collectively, fairly, equitably, and honorably with each other, so we can have that opportunity to do all that with those that we do business with. Protecting ourselves at every step of the way, of course. Not blind. We're not fools. We won't walk into circumstances that will have us compromised. We train too hard for that. We prepare way too hard for that. The duty, obligation, responsibility is to get it right the first time. We do that and we earn clientele for all of our products and services all across the planet. And that is never a bad thing in my view. Because as I always say, it's not just merely about nationality. Way more than that. It's about nationality and independent industries, commerce, and trade on our own monetary policy, meaning all of it on our own terms.